everybody! So today I'm coming at you with this Valentine's Day inspired makeup tutorial, and here I'm wearing it with a bold lip, but I will show you another option with a nude lip. So if you want to see how to recreate this makeup, then keep watching. First, I'm clipping my hair out of the way. Then I'm starting off with a primer, and I'm using the Sleek Control Shine and Prime, and I'm focusing on the center of my face. For foundation, I'm using my MAC Face and Body, and this is in the color C3. So you have to shake it first, and then I apply it a few dots on my hand and directly on my face, and then with my Sigma F80 I will just blend it out. And I'm starting on the center of the face, and then in the end I will just make sure there is no line on my jawline. Moving on to the eyes, I am applying my Rubenesque Paint Pot by MAC, and I'm just applying it with my finger and then blending it with a clean finger. For my concealer, I'm using my Pro Longwear by MAC in the color NC30, and I'm just applying it with my finger first, and then I will blend it out with my Sigma F86. And I just love this brush for that, it's so easy. And then I'm just taking a concealer brush and just putting a bit of concealer where I have some blemishes. And then to blend the concealer, I'm using a fluffier brush, and this is the E70 by Sigma, and this is a good trick. So first, apply your concealer with a flat brush and then blend it out in a kind of a square shape with a fluffy brush. To set my concealer, I'm using my Real Techniques setting brush with a tiny bit of the Banana Powder by Anastasia Beverly Hills. For my eyeshadows, I'm using two different palettes today. I will start with the Sigma Soflty and then the Nude by the Balm. So first I'm using this skin shade, which is the name Kissing Cousin, with an E40 brush, and I'm just applying it above the MAC base that we put before. Then for my transition color, I will use a bronzer actually, which is from Too Faced. It's the Bronzed and Poreless, and I am taking the same E40 brush, and this blue and pink one is the one from their old travel Mrs. Bunny kit, but now they have like the similar one that is blue. Moving on to the Nude palette. So this palette is just gorgeous. It has beautiful kind of rosy bronzed shades and also deep purples, and I'm starting with the Feisty shade with the Sigma E35, and I'm just slightly darkening the outer corner. Then I'm taking this gorgeous light copper shade, which is Fit, on an E55, and I'm just packing it on my lid. Now to create more dimension, I'm using this deep burgundy shade Funny on an E47 brush, and I'm just creating a kind of a triangle shape on the outer corner of my eye. And blending it out with an E25 brush. To deepen the outer V a little bit more, I am taking a pencil brush and this darker purple shade Friendly, and I'm creating an even smaller triangle shape. And then, just to make sure I don't blend too much, I'm using an E36, which is quite smaller than all the other blending brushes. Then I'm using my E35 brush again, just to make sure there are no harsh lines and to blend, but in a kind of a control way. Then, as a finishing blending brush, I like to just use a tiny bit of my E40 brush and just go over all the edges. To brighten up my eyes, I'm using this Chromographic pencil by MAC, and just on the waterline. And then it's time for a gel liner. So for this look, I didn't want to go with a harsh black liner, so I'm using this dark brown shade by Sigma with an E06 brush. For the lower lash line, I'm using an E30 brush with a tiny bit of the Feisty shade, just to darken it up a little bit, and then I will go in with the Funny shade and an E15 brush, just to be like close to the lashes and just to give more dimension to the eyes. And then blending everything out with an E25. For my inner corner highlight, I'm using this light gold shade, which is called Fabulous, from the Nude palette, on a small E46 brush. I am then taking a tiny bit of this Faithful color on an E15 brush and just placing it in the middle of my lower lash line.
For mascara, I'm using my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. What a better mascara for Valentine's Day. And as it is becoming a bit dry, I will use after that my CoverGirl Clump Crusher just to make sure there are no like big clumps of mascara. For my brows, I'm first brushing them upwards with an E80 and then filling them up with an E75 and the Sigma Brow Powder Duo in medium. And just to avoid this video being super long, I'm speeding up this process. And at the end, again, I'm brushing my brows upwards. So this is what the eye makeup looks like. For my face, I'm setting everything with this Rimmel Stay Matte powder and my Sigma F30 brush. And then just to warm my complexion a little bit, I will go back to my bronzer from Too Faced and just applying it where the sun would naturally hit my face with this multitask brush by Real Techniques. To contour a little bit, I'm using this contour kit by Sleek with this contour brush by Real Techniques, and I'm just doing a light contour, so nothing too harsh, but I'm just placing it in the hollows of my cheeks and just a tiny bit on my nose. And then blending everything out with the Sigma F50 brush. For this look, I wanted to use a cream blush because it gives the most beautiful, natural, dewy finishes on the cheeks. So I'm using this one by Seek in the Pink Lemonade shade, and I like to apply cream blushes with this tippling brush by Real Techniques. So I'm just applying a tiny bit of the product and then blending it out. For a subtle highlight, I'm using the light shade from the contour kit by Sleek on an F35 brush just on the top of my cheekbones and on my cupid's bow. Then of course setting my brows with this clear brow gel. For the lips, I wanted to show you two options. So first, this is a more nude option, and I'm using the Too Faced Perfect Nude Lip Pencil, and then I will pair it with the Milani Nude Cream Lipstick. This is just the perfect nude shade because it is not like dead nude, and it just gives a tiny bit of color. So this is what the makeup looks like with the nude option. So it is really soft, but it has a tiny bit of definition on the eyes, and it is very wearable. So here is the second lip option, so I'm going for a darker lip, and for this one I'm using the Milani retractable lip pencil in Sugar Plum, and with this kind of dark color I like to fill the lips first and then softening it with my finger and then going in with a lipstick. And for the lipstick I'm using this gorgeous dark berry shade from Milani, the Sangria one. So this is what the whole makeup looks like with the darker lip shade. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching.